I often wonder, and I talk about this a lot and discuss this a lot with my friends. How do we get back to where we used to be as Black communities, as Black families? How do we get back to where we need to be to improve, not only for our children, for ourselves, for our legacy, for the ones coming up behind us? How do we get back to where we need to be? How do we get back to women respecting men, men respecting women, everyone showing respect for everyone? How do we get the code back of not disrespecting children in a sense of, well, mothers and children? There used to be a code back in the day where touching mothers, touching women and children was off limits. You didn't hurt a child or a mother. You didn't hurt women. Where are we? Why are we so far gone from that? Why are we so far gone from who we supposed to be as families, as villages? Why are we so far lost? Why are we so far gone? At what point do you say enough is enough? At what point do you say we've been doing this wrong too long? What point? When? When? When is enough? When is it enough? We see what happens when children are raised in single family homes, single mother homes, let's say that. Sometimes there's an exception to the rule. Sometimes the child turns out to be a football player, basketball player, successful, whatever the case may be. Most times, it's not the case. Children need to have two-parent households. They need to see balance. Life is about balance. Everything in life is about balance. They need a mom, they need a dad, they need a father figure. Whether that be the original father, it's supposed to be the original parents. Let's just start there. Should be the biological parents, but if not, if just for whatever reason it can't be that way, stepfather, somebody. Children need two parents. Need to see what it's like to have a two-parent household. Need to see what it's like to have a balance. We so far gone from what it's supposed to look like, what it's supposed to be, and no one's trying to change it. No one's trying to do better. How about there's all kind of trends. People imitate each other. People want to do the next big hottest video they see someone do. It's all kind of trends. How about we start the trend again of being families? Men staying with the women, women staying with the men, getting married at an early age and staying together through it all, working it all out. How about we start doing that trend? How about we bring that back? How about we bring back women that cared about how they look, how they present themselves? How about we bring that back? Men, value your families. Value the woman you with. Stay around and raise your children. How about we do that? How about we bring that back? Because we so far gone, we so far off track at this point, it's going to take a lot of work to get it back right. But we got to start somewhere. We got to start somewhere because time is ticking. Time waits for no one. We have to care. We have to give a damn about ourselves, about our race, about our children. We have to. We so far gone. We so far behind in race. I probably looked at about all over Dallas County, Ellis County, a few other places. I was looking at the education system. I was looking at the geography of, the ethnicity of the students in the schools. Most of them were number 3. Hispanic, Spanish is number 1 in most schools. Yeah. It says a lot. It says a lot. If we're not careful, Well, we already at the bottom of everything, pretty much. And we just keep on falling further and further behind. Our education system sucks for our children. The jobs, we don't add up to our counterparts. If we don't start giving a damn about our own race, about our own selves, by what our legacy is going to look like, man, we're going to be so far gone, so far lost, so far behind. We won't catch up. We won't catch up. And I don't know about you, but I care about the next generation. I care about my children coming up. I care about that. I care about their education. I care about them having a place in this world, them being able to make it. Just make it. Better than make it, actually. You should want the same, especially if you have young children, especially if you have children, period. We're so far. How do we get back? It started with, I'm going to say, drugs in our communities. Taking the black fathers out of the homes, taking the fathers out of the homes, period. Putting drugs in our communities. Turning us against one another. Biggest game ever played. Coldest game ever played. So you got the recipe for disaster. The recipe for a whole group of people to kill themselves. To take themselves off the map. To make them nothing, pretty much. Drugs. No men in the household. It was a recipe for disaster. How do we get back? How do we go back? How do we come back where we need to be? We got to care first. We got to start moving forward first. We got to change the narrative. We got to get it back. We got to start back caring about one another. We got to, while there's still a chance, while there's still hope. It shouldn't be this way. We shouldn't be at the bottom, that's for damn sure. But we're steady pulling each other down. We're steady. Our families are not families. They're torn. We don't talk to each other. We don't have each other's back. We don't come together as people. We don't come together for each other. Time to change. It's time. It's past time. While we still have time. We got to get it right. We got to get it together. For our sake, for our children's sake, for the next generation. That's not what our ancestors fought for. Our ancestors didn't give their lives, their blood, their sweat, their tears for us to do this. This is not what it's supposed to be. We got to get it together while there's still time, while there's still hope in humanity, while there's still faith. We got to get it together. We've done so much, so wrong, so long. It's time to change. It's time to make that change.